Okay. Good morning, sir. And just before we move on to something else, still taking a look at capacity and waste management evacuation. Now, you made mention of many of these people not having capacity. Can you describe the role of these
Waste managers.
waste managers that you're talking about? Are they contracted by the government? Are there provisions for investment in waste management that brought them in the picture of Edo State waste management? I want you to
Okay.
give me a structure, or if you like, a diagram of
Okay.
how waste management works in Edo State.
Okay. Okay. Our waste managers are also we can call the waste managers contractors or sweepers evacuators. Yes. So the role they play, our sweepers wake up in the morning, they sweep the streets, then they put the desks together. Then the duty of the waste manager or sweepers evacuator. Okay, let me say evacuator so that you're more clearer. So what they do, they go there and pick what the sweepers already put together. Yeah, so that is what they do. So they have a contract with the government.
Are
They
they
are
employed
contracted by.
people of the government, or they are just on
No,
contract?
no, they are on contracts. Yes,
Okay.
yes, they are waste management board contractors.
Okay.
Yes, so we pay them at the end of the month.
So even these sweepers you find on the roads, like on our ways to work
Yeah.
every morning,
No,
they are contracted by the
no,
government.
yes, they are employees.
They are employees.
Yes, they are employees of the government. Yes, but the waste managers are
On contract
contractors.
basis.
Yes, yes,
Okay, now the government decided to do that to increase capacity, I believe.
yes.
That was why there was a need to
We
contract
them.
people
Yes, yes,
to manage waste,
yes,
so that the government can control capacity in and
yes,
around those states, right?
yes.
Now, if you say these people lack capacity, and that's exactly what you found when you came into office as the MD to manage waste in Benin. What do you think is the plan right now? What are your plans
Okay,
to increase the capacity amongst these
okay,
contractors?
okay. My immediate plan is for I already spoke with them. Yeah, I want them to merge. So currently we have about 100 something, but our contractors, yes, we want us 7 managers, waste managers. But people we are having a direct contract with are about 25. So we intend to merge them. So maybe 5 contractors come together, then they'll be able to have more.
But you think the number of the contractors is the reason why we're having
Not the number, not the number per se. There are some of them. Honestly, they are doing very well. Yes.
What if I'm thinking of investing in waste management to be approach the government?
Okay, you follow the right procedure, then you can. Yeah.
So you're saying if I have like 2, 3 trucks,
Yes.
you people can consider me
Yeah, there are
for a
procedures.
contract.
Yes, there are procedures you have to go through.
I know about going
Yes.
through procedure,
Okay.
but with the way with the structure of waste management now, do you think you can
Some of
accommodate
them, yes,
more contractors for capacity?
yes, we can. So what we actually intend to do, first of all, we are engaging in a comprehensive multi-phase approach. So what we want to do, we want to bring the contractors together, the ones we already have. Well, we don't need to look like maybe a witch hunt or no. So we want to bring together, group them, but there are some that have capacity, good, fair enough. Some of them, I know of a contractor is having about 2 compactors and 4 trucks. So what we intend to do in such a person, we don't have an issue with him, yeah. But other ones, you see jalopies around. They are also called waste contractors.
Some of them die
Yes.
with
Yes,
waste
we want to eliminate them from the
loaded
system. Yes,
in their buckets.
yes. They can actually
For
come.
days. There was a time that for days one was
Yes.
stuck somewhere around here.
Yes, they can actually come together. If there are 3, they can put their money together and even buy 2 trucks. Yes, and because what we want to do right now, before we renew any contract for waste manager or waste super evacuator, we want to see your truck. You bring your trucks to our yard. We see. You don't do. If you go and rent trucks, I think we have our ways to. We have a mechanism in place to checkmate those areas. Yes, we have our mechanism in place to check those areas. So we see your waste painted and with your company name on it. At least minimum 2. yes, then we can engage you, we can renew your contract. So that is what we tend to do.
Fair enough.
All right. Most people would think that the job of the waste management board is just to take care of waste, take out waste, to dispose of this waste. Can you walk us through what the functions of the Edo State Waste Management Board is?
Okay. First of all, our primary duty is to keep Edo clean. Yes. Before the last court judgment, we are basically in charge of markets and every other areas in regards to waste. But after the court judgment, now I think our focus, our mandate is major streets, some parts of inner streets, government facilities, and so on. So that is where we are in currently. So what we do, well, we ensure that our waste managers, which is also our evacuators, they are on track, and we also make sure that the waste they collect are properly disposed. Yes, and also the dump sites. See, we have big challenge in areas of the area of our dump site. So we also make sure it's properly managed, and yeah, that is our primary mandate.
So now that the Edo State Waste Management Board have a new MD, the person of Mr. Lucky, what plans do you have in place for the board?
Okay, actually, we are introducing a efficient and eco-friendly management system. So one of the plan I have in place, like my immediate plan, we want to roll out 24 hours waste pickup. So what we are going to do right now, when I mean 24 hours waste pickup, for example, in market areas, we tend to pick their waste in the night, like 7 p.m. 7 p.m. our evacuators will go in there, pick the waste around the markets and major cities. So then during the day, then they can take care of the inner streets, yes, residential areas. So but during the day, in the night, they are going to focus on mega. So before you wake up in the morning, you resume market in the morning, the market will 100% clean. So whatever you have during the day, maybe 7, 8, they will come in and then evacuate everything. So that is one of our major strategy.
All right.
Yes.
So what
We have in
plans
place.
are you putting in place to ensure that the
Compliance.
waste compliance, ensure that people in the market
Okay.
ensure that these wastes are where your workers can find them easily?
Okay, we actually some of the market already have the waste disposed
But it's
points.
always seeming as if they don't even use it because you see
Yes.
the thing there is full, is loaded, and most of the
Yes,
times
that's
it's
true.
not quickly
Yes.
quickly
So,
evacuated.
yeah.
Then you see the thing spilling over, spilling
yeah.
all around the place,
Yeah, that's true.
and messing up
What
the
yes,
place.
yes. What we tend to do, we want to deploy 10 officers to major markets. For example, New Urubini market, we are deploying 10 ESN, that's the Environmental Sustainability Corps. So that will be their where they are going to focus. And also we have a New Benin market. We are also going to deploy 10 officers. So then other smaller markets will deploy 5 officers to help us enforce the plans we have in place.
All right.
So aside the fact that your workers will be taxed to take up this dirt as early as possible, are there any other plans in place to improve the cleanliness of the state?
Yes, we also are embarking on a massive campaign education. So very soon you'll be seeing our men across the cities with megaphone. Yes, educating the people. Yes,
All right.
about the need to
I think on that level it's quite important. That's a very, very important question as regards all of this, and of course the role how your office is going to play so far in trying to keep Edo clean, because she highlighted something, talked about Edo State's ranking in cleanliness among states, and she said 6, right?
Yes, but according to the National Technical Board,
According to the National
survey.
Technical Board. But here in Edo State, we can categorically say that the mentality of people about cleanliness, about not loitering the place with waste, probably from your drink you're having, probably from this rice in sachet waters and all of that. You can find them all over. People have the mentality of just tossing it out the window, even if they're in the car. They carry plastic bottles, empty plastic bottles. As soon as they finish, they wind down. It's out the window. So now this is a very big task, especially in trying to manage this type of waste. People have just the mentality of just finishing it and throwing it anywhere that they like. And I know that strategically, some states have embarked on trying to sensitize people more and enforce some sort of cleanliness in the minds of people. That worked for a very long time, and this happened in Lagos. I don't know what strategy you're going to use, especially for people in buses. Back then, they used to have these waste baskets in buses back then while we were in Lagos. If you're caught tossing something outside, not just you get arrested. I have to stop the bus driver or the commercial driver and arrest the commercial driver. Probably first for not having a waste bin inside the vehicle. So these are ways which I think worked that particular time in Lagos. I don't know what the strategy would be like aside sensitization. What plugs do you have to rid people of this tossing things away? Are there going to be some sort of enforcement that people get arrested for and pay fines?
Oh yes. That's what we have. We have the EXC, the Environmental Sustainability Corps. So they are going to be they are going to be spread across.
So people might get arrested these days now
Yes,
for loitering
yes,
in place.
yes. Well, they arrest you and then send you to mobile court. Yes.
And are there legislation or policies that would aid this?
Oh yeah, there is. Yeah, of course, there is. There is. So, and in regards to the baskets, yes, we also have that in place. So our contractor probably before the end of the week will start distributing the bin, waste bin, the small basket for drivers, and also um, we have a major challenge which have to do with the drivers. So we want to partner with drivers association and also market women. For example, somebody told me yesterday that if at all we want to do anything in the market, that the market leaders that they always have challenge with them. So we also intend to bring them on board. So the drivers association,
everybody becomes a stakeholder.
Yes, we want to bring everybody on board, and then see how we can resolve the issue together. So, like I said, our people, they are going to be spread across the state, and it's not just Benin City, 18 local government. They are going to be spread across to educate people, yes, about the importance of cleanliness. Yes, because we don't want to be number 6, we want to be number 1. Yes, we want to make Edo the cleanest in Nigeria and be able to compete with the
That's a whole lot.
and our slogan is we can do.
Yeah, we
So
can do.
yes, because the era of deliverable is upon us, so we are just going to do it. Yes.
Some people have advocated several times on this show that there should be a specific day in a month. For example, the first Saturdays of the month, the last Saturdays of the month, where there should be general
Environmental
cleanup
sanitation.
to ensure that everyone keeps the environment clean. Do you see this? Is this something you would like to work on, or you feel like it should be a daily thing in the lives of households?
Okay. I think thank you for this opportunity. We already have that in place. So we are rolling out every Monday. Every Monday for markets. Yeah, for various markets, for all the markets in the state, and also last Saturday of the month for the entire state. So
but we don't.
No, we are starting. I said we are rolling it out. Yes, initially I told you we are engaging in comprehensive multi-phase approach. So we have everything in place. So we are going to it will kickstart January. So there are a couple of things you need to put together. Yes, to make it effective. So first week of January we are going to start every Monday sanitation for the market, and last Saturday of the month for the entire state. So it's already in place. Yes.
All right, let's bring the Director of Commercial Services, Mr. Enehita Martin, into the conversation. I mean, you're the one that deals with the money, the one that people will have to pay. Tell us exactly what are the packages involved in waste management in Edo State. What's the price people would have to pay to dispose of their waste?
Well, okay, fine. What I want to say is that we already have a tariff in place, and I think a lot of our citizens and residents are familiar with what's already happening. We do not intend in the current scenario to do a further review. What we already have, we are making do with all of that. So I don't think we want to change what we already have in terms of tariff and payment structure. We don't intend to change that. Like, I also want to say, we have different structure for markets, for residential, for commercial, and all of that.
All right, so it would be nice for residents, for one, to remind us of how these tariffs work, because most of the times we're seeing clashes between landlords and tenants in trying to manage waste within their compound as it concerns the evacuators, your people coming to pick up the waste. I hear that according to the size of the house, the size of the number of apartments, the types of apartment determines the levies with the waste managers monthly. So can you please explain to us how true this is so people can get sensitized?
Okay, to some extent you may be right, because our tariff plan is based on the facility type, the kind of house. That is what is constant. You know that waste generation is not something you can keep a tab on. And sometimes it could be high, it could be low, and all
We
of
know that we've
so,
had.
but that's a factor. But what is more constant is the house type, the facility type.
All right, let us know about it.
Let me give you an instance. For instance, maybe a flat. A flat in recent time is about 2,000 naira per month. Okay. So whether you have 10 persons there, you have 1 person there, you have 2 persons there, it's just that fixed amount for that particular month.
Now, if we have, for instance, if we have a flat of like 6 apartments, 5 apartments, are we saying the entire flat still pays 2,000 naira?
Okay, I think let me also add this other dimension to it. There's this latitude for negotiations. We also allow waste managers and their client to negotiate and reach some sort of agreement. For instance, if you have 1 or 2 and you now have multitude of flats, there's a latitude, a space for both of them to discuss and negotiate.
And that's exactly where we keep having many of these conflicts. And I think it's something that you really have to look critically into, because, like I said initially, that this it is something that has really caused chaos between landlords and tenants. Because some people will tell you, those people they usually pay 2,000 naira, and this is like this, like you said, it's sometimes in the discretion of the client, the waste manager, and of course his client. Now, if it so happens that there's an agreement for the waste manager to be picking up this person's dump at the end of the month for 2,000 naira monthly, and this landlord is telling you that these people comes to pick it up for 4,000 naira, hence you guys are paying 500, so we can meet up, and they are complaining that that compound pays 2,000 naira. How do you resolve this kind of issue? Should there be something fixed for apartments or something?
Yes, like I said, there are feasts. What we have, our template is a regulation. It's a guide.
So you leave, sometimes you leave in the discretion of the...
No, it's not. When I say we are not living entirely in the discretion of waste manager or client per se. What I'm telling you that sometimes some people require more services. Sometimes, waste manager is supposed to come twice. I want it to be coming 3 times. I want it to be coming 4 times.
Okay.
So that's why you can't have everything cast on stone. There has to be some latitude for discussion, negotiation. If you want them to be coming 4 times a month, then obviously, there have to be some differences.
Yes.
So that's why that negotiation, that relationship has to be there.
Understood.
All right, now moving forward, I'd like the take of the chairman, especially when it comes to the dirtiest or the cleanest area in Edo State. I mean, being the person in charge of evacuating waste and ensuring cleanliness in the state, can you tell us exactly where the problem of the state, let's say Benin City, for example, where do you think the problem is? Cases where you experience indiscriminate dumping of refuse, non-compliance with waste disposal protocol,
and people that are out of control.
Exactly. What area? Tell us where you face that challenge, and also let's also try to encourage people who do the right thing. What area would you say aligns or complies with the regulations of the board?
I think one of the major areas is market, and the one place I can just point at Ramat market, that's the Orebene market, and also New Benin market, and then Oba market. Yes, so we have challenges in most of these areas, and but the mechanism we are putting in place right now, and I'm 100% sure that we'll be able to.
What mechanism is that?
Okay,
Aside the removal of refuse.
That's the 24 hours to 24 hours pickup. Okay, you mean aside the refuse, right?
Aside the fact you said, I know you mentioned earlier that before 6 a.m. in the morning, your workers will be there too.
Okay. That's what we are deploying 10 officers to the market, major markets, like I said earlier on, Orebene market, New Benin market, urban markets. So we are deploying 10 officers.
24 hours.
Yes, no, they'll be there morning. They'll be running 2 shifts. So the first the first set will resume 7 a.m. Then they close 2. The other set will close, and after the collection by our evacuators, that will be probably 6 7.
Then what about the night shift 7? Because it's even
The
at night
night-
that these things happen.
No, now we are also encouraging the market people. They should be able to round up whatever they are doing. The market activity should be able to end at probably 6:30. Yes. So we want to put a mechanism in place in the sense that from 7 going, there should be nobody. What will be doing the market by 7 p.m. For one good example is Ramat Market. What will we be doing with the market by 7 p.m.?
I think that's like a benchmark time for
Yes,
markets
yes.
to shut
Yeah,
down.
because that will be our pick-up time.
Passers by.
Yes.
And
Passes
the main
by.
markets
No,
shut
market
down,
is up.
then
So
some
passing
people
by.
extend the market to areas
Yes.
that are not.
Yes. So the market should close by 7 p.m. maximum, and that is the same time our evacuators will come in there and pick all the waste. Yes. So we'll have our officers in place. You see, we're actually looking at 3 shifts. Yes, but because of the cost of manpower, because
Manpower.
yes, so we don't have the number of that number of officers at the moment. But I can assure you, currently they can operate 2 shifts, maybe probably close 9 o'clock. Yes, I don't think there will be anybody in the market
Till 9
And then-
p.m.
yeah.
Well, how functional are the mobile courts currently?
Oh, it's in place, because of new government. So with 1 or 2, changes and all of that. But as I speak, I can assure you, it's already in place. Very effective. Yes.
And did you agree with me that the level of mentality of Edo people in loitering is a big task for you right now?
Yeah, that's why I said we are engaging a education campaign. So yes, massive one.
And you think this is achievable because some people tell you, Edo people lie, you cannot change them.
Oh yeah,
They will
it
keep
is.
tossing
It
it
is.
inside
One
the
of the
country.
plans we actually engage.
There's this rice. Do you know that rice that they put in cellophane or nylon?
yes.
Do you know how some
Yes.
people enjoy eating that rice from that thing than from plates?
Right.
And it's very rampant
Yes.
in this town, and
Yes.
that has caused a whole lot of loitering. Gloria knows what I'm talking about, don't
Indeed.
you?
but what? Yes. Well,
So-
I think with the plans we have,
How do we
in place-
curb all of this? Because you still have these people. In as much as you go into the markets, you strategize, and with the strategy you have to clean up markets when market time closes.